Greetings, salutations. Welcome back to another one of Batdownski's Out of the Park 23 Perfect Team, no money spent videos. I am Batdownski, and welcome back. Feels like it's been a while. I have been busy and not as doing as well in tournaments, not getting as many packs. I did have somebody reach out to me in the comments and said, "How do you have so many packs, man? Like, how are you getting all those?" I go hot and cold. I make more videos when I get more packs when I'm doing hot, and I make fewer videos when I'm doing less good. So if we take a look here at my perfect team, I got 22 packs right now. I haven't been doing as good as I had been for 4, where I was getting like 50 packs every now and again, and every few days I'd have like another 20, 30, 40, 50 to open. This has been about a week getting 22 packs. That's real cold at the moment, but that's okay. I think I just finished high enough in a tournament to get another 4,000 points thereabouts. I did get relegated recently, so I think I'm going to be getting a lot more points. So I think there'll be a lot more of me getting packs with points in the near future. But this is another good way as well to get some packs on the house, to not spend any money yourself. And especially if you can really focus in on this stuff, like the historical packs are like 10,000. Like, those are some good packs to be getting. Another thing that I've been doing is, if you take a look at the collection missions. Oh, cool. Huh. I had one. Oh, I got another. Oh, I am happy with that. Concepcion. Oh, that's probably a little bit better than Rabbit, right? Like, what do we got here? Rabbit not doing the best. Much better hitter, I would think. Let's compare those. Compare player. Yeah, much better hitter. A little bit worse eye, but like a much better hitter. Not as good a bunter, but I don't care. I run a different strategy there, so that's not a big deal. And then if we look at defense, yeah, Rabbit might be a little bit better for range and arm, but like much better error. So Concepcion is not going to make as many errors, and he's gonna, yeah, I don't know. They're very, very close. I think that I'm going to run with Concepcion. Excellent. So I'm actually very stoked about that. I'm going to pull Rabbit Moranaville out of there. I'm going to throw a Dave Concepcion. Let's do that. That could actually lead to some good outcomes. What else did I do? I recently added a Shoeless Joe Jackson. Again, like, I got another question recently, actually, in the comments about like how you kind of do strategies, making a team based on field dimensions or like your park effects and whatnot. So let's take a look at that a little bit. I'm ignoring my own advice here by utilizing a guy like Shoeless Joe Jackson, but I just think he's such a step up on what I'm using in the outfield that I have to use him. I did just get rid of Don Mattingly because he was a type of hitter that was not having success with my ballpark and with what I kind of run. So to find that out, we're at the page here, the home page. We're going to jump over into team, info, ballpark, and this is where you find your ballpark factors. They do have them limited in Perfect Team. In actual out of the park baseball, you get some wild swings, like some absolutely wild swings in what the ballpark factors can be. I play online in an online league, and some of the teams there will have a 0.5 for home runs, so half as many home runs would normally be hit. This is like, I get about 10% more home runs than would be like the neutral, and I get significantly fewer extra base hits, and then maybe 5%, 4% less for average. So it doesn't have huge swings, but it's enough that it's something that you might want to keep in mind for some of your online play. I let it influence a bit of my team building, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like, I have Justin Verlander. For most people, this is a really, really good card. It's a really strong card. For a 92 diamond, this is stronger than most live diamonds that you're going to be able to find. Even ones that are closer to 97, this is probably going to outperform them. I'm not using it. It's on my reserve roster. I ain't using it. And one of the reasons is that I really, if I'm going to give up 10% more home runs and hit 10% more home runs, thereabouts, I try to have guys that are either like ground ball pitchers or not I try to limit how many fly ball pitchers I have. This is a bad example as I'm just pulling up fly ball pitcher after fly ball pitcher. I really like to use ground ball pitchers wherever I can. I'm not even listening to my own rules. Why are you listening to me? But I like ground ballers. I like to run a home run heavy park. I like to use ground ball pitchers. I try to use guys that have good movement to try to limit the amount of damage that happens. So like, even though we're looking at Nolan Ryan, who's a fly ball pitcher, he's got pretty reasonable movement. That's not his weak spot, you know? And if we look at a guy like Mark Pryor, he, again, not his weak spot, even if he is a fly ball pitcher. For a guy like Verlander that's extreme fly ball and has a low movement score, he's going to get dingered. He's going to get dingered in my park a little bit, and it's something that I'm a little leery of getting into too much. So not extreme fly ball, but again, I may, if he starts getting hit around a little bit, this is a player I may replace because of the movement and the fly ball. But like, the other aspect is who are you pulling as a pitcher? Who are you actually getting? Like, I'm using Jack Hallett, even though he's extreme fly ball, but I'm using him in a leverage role, and he's got very, very high movement. He has not given up very many home runs for me. So I feel like I've had some success in that area. Like, I think he may have the highest home run rate with an extreme fly ball, Dizzy Dean here, but like 1.5 is very doable. 1 in Gold League, very doable. That's something I can really get around. I'm trying to add some more raw power to my team. I did that by getting rid of Don Mattingly, who wasn't hitting great for me. This is a guy that would do a lot better in a field where he could utilize some of that gap power, some of those contact skills. My park's not that one. I'm not getting a lot out of him, so I figured I would use some of these hundreds I inherited and run with a little bit more power, see if I could drive some results with some dingers. And so far, I like Paul Goldschmidt having a better season than I ever got out of our old buddy Don Mattingly there. Alvarez, he's back on the roster, baby. He's not having a great season, but like I have a little bit of hope that he's gonna generate some offense for me. So you try to build around what the strengths are and maybe try to avoid some easy weaknesses. That's the advice that I would try to give, is just try to lean towards your strengths and shy away from your weaknesses. If you can run ground ball pitchers in a hard, like a short fence, great. If you don't have the horses for that though, and you've got, say, like a lot of contact hitters, a lot of doubles hitters, maybe consider redesigning your park a little bit to take advantage of that. I don't think it's a huge difference, like up to 10% maybe. Maybe you got a 20% swing between very heavily home run friendly or very pitcher friendly. Like 20% is not a small number. But like, if you're trying to tailor make your team to kind of fit that idea, a 20% swing can actually make a big difference. So if you're doing a lot of your transactions and a lot of how you're building around that, it can definitely help. But I think the key is still having good players. Having guys that can play defense at shortstop, having guys that can play defense at center field. I think that's going to help you just as much, if not more. So like, keep that in mind. Keep in mind the style of baseball you want to play and how your park is constructed, but also try to just have good players. That being said, we have gone on quite a tirade. We talked for almost 10 minutes about that. Let's open some packs, shall we? Let's see where we're going with this. I got a couple historical packs to open, and I'm stoked. Nothing good there. Fausto Carmona. Charlie Culberson. I haven't opened... Ooh, I got a Gabriel Moreno. That's really nice to get. I think he's hitting really well, and I think he's fielding really well. I don't think that's going to be a 51 card long term. So, like, that's one to keep an eye on. There we go. Dave Berg. I can remember this guy. I feel like he played for the Jays. Benji Molina. That's another former Jays legend. I'm not seeing anything amazing here either. Molina has some utility on an Iron League team though. Ron C. That's probably a good one to get. I'm interested to see if that's in any missions, and 78 silver. Silvers go for so much. Getting historic silver is like a really good pull. Brandon Barnes, Eduardo Sanchez. I got a duplicate of Nava. Steel Walker's got a great name. Oh, yay. Another Nava. I'm guessing that one's not one. Mike Joyce. Duplicate of Bingo DeMoss. Jake Diekman is a guy that I want to be good, but he just hasn't been great. Rowdy Telez. I love Rowdy Telez, but yeah. Just finished that quest. Oh. There we go. I can get behind that. Gallegos. We also got a Bob Groom. That could be fun as well. Have to take a look, see if he's any good. Could maybe add that to the silver team. Danny Jansen. So he's not having a great year defensively, but he's been hitting hot and cold. He's been injured on the IR a couple times, but that's a good player. If he played for New York, Boston, or LA, he'd be like an 82. Oscar Judd, Bob Walk, like that's good. I'm happy with this. Got some real good historics. Matt Boyd, former J, Colby Allard. Yeah, I can get behind this. Adrian Gonzalez, another historical silver. Like, yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay, I can get behind that too. So I should note that when I'm talking about the silvers being awesome, it's really historic silvers. Historic silvers are awesome. Live silvers are fine. It depends on the team they're on, but like the values of the silvers are all over the place. Like I keep pulling guys that are probably like, I don't think Penn Murphy's going to sell for very much, but like Jose Ramirez would. Make it that what you want. That's hilarious. Buenuelos was going for, I want to say 400 points earlier today. So as a 58 iron, just because he plays for the Yankees. I think they actually traded him to the Pirates recently. There we go, my 6th copy of George Springer. That's okay. Oh yeah, I really like Sandy Alcantara. That's a player that I was kind of hoping the Jays would get from the Marlins this offseason when the Marlins wanted a catcher real bad. And I was like, yes. Maybe we could do an Alejandro Kirk trade. And turns out that was probably for the best because Alejandro Kirk has been having a great season. All right. Dave Cash. That looks like a phenomenal second baseman. 90 defense, 77 contact. I'm going to have to look a little closer at that. And I love this art. I love the art on these special edition cards. Kendall Graveman. Again, former J. The best piece the Oakland Athletics got for Josh Donaldson. Just if you're looking back that way. Okay. Ty Cobb. That's a fun Ty Cobb card. It's not quite good enough for center field, but like he hits pretty good. Everything but power. That's not the Wirtz. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'm a little sorry I said that. I shouldn't have gone there. I'm happy with that. He's a pretty good 84. Like that could help on a historic gold team. Brendan Ryan, really good defensively, okay enough with the stick to bat 9th and play on some bronze leagues for some defensive utility, especially like shortstop, center field are really valuable. That guy hits really good for a 64. Bob Hamlin, I got to take a look at that. Historic silver, yes, I could get behind that. And whatever. Let's take another last pack. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay. There it is. Johnny Damon. You see Johnny Damon, and what do you see? I see an okay low tier silver card because he plays left field, and I don't care about left field defense. Chuck Knobloch might be okay. That's an okay second baseman. I might have better. I think I've got a Joe Morgan build a lineup that I can use there. But Chuck Knobloch was really good for the Twins back in, like, I want to say the late 90s. And then later for the Yankees, he was all right. And Pat Zachary, that seems like a really solid bronze card as well. Maybe that guy's going to play in my Bronze League rotation. All right, that's not looking too bad. I'm pretty stoked with some of the cards I pulled on this one. Bedrosian's pretty good. You can take a look at some of these, like Knobloch. Yeah, see, Knobloch's really solid hitter. No, very few holes here. Very good runner. Not the best defender, but that's a pretty quality second baseman. Let's scroll down a bit. We'll get rid of some of this stuff. Great, the pugs are down here now, clicking around. That's excellent. Great for my audio quality on these videos. But the alternative is me pausing every 35 seconds to go deal with them barking at things. So who's to say what is the right and wrong call here? Arroyo, Hierra, Benaz, Kim, Robertson. I told you, really, Cobb's really good. The range is probably passable, but there's better options maybe in bronze. But like, I think Cobb's pretty good. Zachary, yeah, I think he can play. Is he going to be my best pitcher? Maybe not, but I'm interested enough. Brendan Ryan, like, good enough hitter, excellent glove. This is a guy you could definitely use in a bronze tournament. Danny Jansen, again, I think he's better in real life than he gets credit for here, but like, that's probably fair. I think his OPS plus his OPS is largely driven by his power, so that's maybe not as unfair as I've perhaps suggested it. Mike Joyce, that's cool. I've done all the missions that I needed him for, but like that's cool to get. Scott Williamson did those missions too, so yay. Did those missions, okay, very good. No missions on this guy yet. Okay, Bob Hamlin. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Power, gap power. That's a little sus. Probably not as good a hitter as I thought he was when I just saw the little highlight. Like when I saw that, I was like, whoa, but you look at the things that it shows up on that, right? So probably not a bad hitter either though. Not part of a mission yet. Cloyd Boyer, nothing there. Maybe an okay reliever. Whitney Lockman, nothing there. But qualified to learn center field. Weird when you find a first baseman that can also play center field. Okay. Nava not in any missions. I'm going to sell some Navas. If I can, let's see what they go for. Oh, fart noises. Unfortunate. Of course, Bob Walk. It's in the name, Bob Walk. Does he walk? A little bit. Ground ball pitcher, high movement, not going to give up dingers. Probably not going to get a ton of strikeouts, though. I don't know, that'd be my first choice to use. Jose Ramirez. Phenomenal hitter, good runner, passable defense. I'm very happy with that. That's a grade 71. Johnny Damon. These are useful for missions as well, so I'm pretty stoked. Has some stats where it counts. Like, that's pretty good because the gap power will play off the speed. It helps a lot to be fast to go with the gap power. You're more likely to turn a single into a double into a triple, etc. if you are faster getting between bases. The power's not really anything to write home about. It doesn't walk it all a ton. It's got some split issues. Like, he's much less effective versus lefties, and the BABIP isn't super high. So, like, I think I could probably find better left fielders. Oh, Wade Boggs. Here's a build a lineup. Similar build, no speed. But, yeah, Wade Boggs is fun. Darby O'Brien, rookie sensation. Don't know where I got this. Not for any missions, though. It's certainly not a mission card. But yeah, where was that other second baseman? No, it's mission edition. Where's that second baseman? We just Adrian Gonzalez is one. Not a second baseman, but like that's a card we got. See, that looks pretty good too. Not the greatest eye and the power. I think this is back when he fell off for power. 2012. Yeah, he wasn't a 40 home run hitter anymore. Certainly not in Fenway. Recovered some of that stroke though in LA, but yeah, that was not his best season of his career. I'm trying to find where that Cash guy was. See, I've got Joe Morgan. Probably, I don't know. Chuck Knobloch's got some higher peaks perhaps, but Joe Morgan a little more rounded. That's some food for thought. Ron C. Say? Some splits there. Not really bad, but much stronger versus lefties. Adequate defensively. Like, that's a pretty good card. I don't know. That might be my... No, not my best third baseman. My best third baseman in silver is definitely Cal Ripken Jr. But let's see. Where is that? There's Dave Cash. Yeah, no, I would use Dave Cash. Dave Cash is definitely the best second baseman that I have for silver. That's better than, I think that's better than Joe Morgan. Like, I think the peaks that he has and how good defensively he is, I feel like that adds just a little bit more maybe than the Joe Morgan card I have, but it could be close. I think that's reasonable. Oops. Let's compare them just for fun. Yeah. Hard to go wrong there. Hard to go wrong indeed. I think I would use Dave Cash. It depends what else I had though. If I had a need for some like some power, I'd probably use Morgan. But if my team had power already, I might use Cash instead. But yeah, I don't think there's anybody I'm necessarily going to add to my team right now. Like Steve Petrosian's there. We're getting close to a Tug McGraw. Maybe we should take a look at that. Let's take a look at our, where is it? Build a lineup. Tug McGraw. Good old Tug. Yuck. But, Johnny Bench or Esteban Loaiza? I think I'll do this. I think I will do this, and I will finish a Tug McGraw card. We can take a look at what that's worth. Whoops. If I actually pick the right options. Ooh, it's worth 2 gold packs. I can get behind 2 gold packs. And where's my Tug McGraw? Oh, see, that's the problem right there, is I actually shouldn't have done that. I need to actually complete this one, I think, before I can move to the next stage. So if I went by title instead, I would have seen that my gold unlock isn't there. You know what? While I'm here, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's open some gold packs. Might as well. And a silver history, just for kicks. I can definitely get behind that. What? 3 of them. 3 of them. That is an exceptional pack. Oh man, Bill North looks amazing too. Maybe I'll end up using that. Ty France, okay. Luis Guillorme, yeah. I can definitely get behind that. I don't think I've completed the New York mission. Maybe I have. I think I've got R.A. Dickey. And then a bunch of silvers too. 3 golds, 3 silvers. That may actually be my luckiest pack ever. Granted, 2 of these are doubles. Like that. No, yeah, that's lucky. That is lucky. I'm stoked. Let's find that. I don't think Ken McMullen. Excellent. That's exactly what I needed. I needed this. This is good. That's a good card. That would have cost me a lot to replace. So let's. I'm gonna get rid of Badura. I don't think France is gonna be doing much for me. Guillaume, don't need that. I just got Jose Fernandez. That looks great to me. I think I might send down the Jack Leiter as well. There's Bill North. Oh yeah. I can definitely play with that. The contact is not the highest, but like that kind of eye and BABIP with good defense, and he can steal. That seems good to me. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna just send some more guys down so I don't have to look at them now. Johnny Bench probably isn't gonna play either. Like that's not better than what I have. I'm gonna send that down. Sorry if you're hearing that. That's because the dogs are deciding just to be as annoying as possible under my feet, and I'm trying to get them to go away, but they don't want to. They're just gonna either bark at everything or make slurping noises under my desk. Either or, whatever gets the greatest reaction. Love the dogs. Love the dogs. But hey, listen, thanks for joining me. If you've been commenting on my videos, thank you for that. It gives me like an idea of what kind of stuff you might want to hear about, what you might want to get a take on, or if you want me to go into greater detail. Like, definitely inform some of the content I do produce on this when I got time and packs to open. But honestly, thanks for joining me as always. You don't have to, but it's sure nice that I'm not just screaming into the void about packs of cards. Do the YouTube stuff if you want, and until next time, have yourself a phenomenal time, and Batdownski out.